So as many of you know, we've been down in Texas this past week helping with the freezing crisis. I just wanted to give an update of what we were specifically helping with this week. So when we arrived in Midland, Texas with equipment, it was already in the mid-teens. And I don't really need to rehash what was going on down there or why, as there are plenty of news outlets already doing that, and I'm sure there will be more to come out as far as details in the coming days and weeks. So as far as Certek is concerned, we've been hired by several companies to help the oil and gas sector keep working. Our workers have been putting in very long hours, and we always protect the identity of our clients unless told otherwise, so we don't really have many pictures, but this can give you a taste of what we're doing. So this hose in this picture has a liquid flowing through it called propylene glycol. It's basically a food grade glycol, extremely safe. It's a heat transfer fluid. You could actually drink the stuff, but it tastes terrible, so I wouldn't. So because that hose is in a loop connected to our machines, we can heat that liquid up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 82 degrees Celsius for our Canadian friends. So you can see we've basically got a coil of 180 degrees surrounding all of this piping. So this helps it thaw out quickly, and we're doing this all over these sites. We can put about 5,000 feet of this half-inch hose on one of our Kodiak units, which is about a mile. So typically you'd set up a job like this in the fall, so that as winter and cold temperatures come, you're never really having to thaw anything out because your equipment never froze in the first place. You just leave this type of freeze prevention in place the entire winter, and your project really never skips a beat. But in regions like Texas, where cold like this is rare, you end up having to thaw things out because the weather set in so fast and it was so unexpected. This particular project depicted was thawed out in performing again in about 2 hours of having heat applied to it. So in the background, you can see that orange box. We actually called that a hot orange. We have several sizes. This one happens to be rated for 250,000 BTUs, but we have them ranging from about 50,000 BTUs all the way up to 500,000, and you can mix and match them until you top out a Kodiak machine. So for those of you who don't know, a BTU just stands for British Thermal Unit, BTU, and basically that's just a unit of measuring heat. So technically it's the energy needed to move 1 pound of water up 1 degree Fahrenheit. So anyway, what a hot orange really is basically it's just a metal box with a radiator and a fan inside of it. So that hose with the glycol in it, it plugs into the radiator inside the fan, and the fan blows up to 180 degree air. They're thermostatically controlled, so you can lower or raise the temperature to heat up a tent or a tarp or a building or whatever you want. In this picture, you can see we're using it to heat up a separator. Again, in a non-emergency situation, it's ideal to cover or tarp it or do something so that the air doesn't just go out into the atmosphere. But even so, this job, it got this job done relatively quickly.
Now luckily it's looking like the weather's beginning to break down there. You can see it's already in the 50s and 60s in some parts of Texas. So pretty soon we'll be able to remove some of our equipment. But I did want to say what an honor it has been to be part of the solution down there so far. Now, as there are updates to the different projects that we are working on down there, I'll definitely be doing some more posts to just keep you appraised on this role Certek is able to play in this Texas and Midwest freeze. If you have any questions about what we're doing down there, or if you think we may be able to help you, even if you're in another part of the country, please visit our website, check us out, www.certekheat.com, or give us a call at our toll-free number. It's 888-9-CERTEK. That's 888-9-CERTEK. Thanks and have a great day.